The Psychology of Seduction. What ancient thinkers understood about attraction. What makes someone unforgettable? Not beautiful, not rich, not even confident. Because if attraction were that simple, everyone with good looks would be irresistible. But they aren't. Some people walk into a room and shift the atmosphere without saying a word. Others say all the right things and leave no emotional trace. Why? Because attraction has never really been about appearance. It's about psychology. For thousands of years, human beings studied seduction, not as manipulation, but as emotional influence, as energy, as presence, as the ability to make another human being feel something they can't easily explain. And modern psychology is only beginning to rediscover what ancient thinkers already suspected. Attraction is not random. It follows patterns. Today, seduction is often reduced to shallow advice, pickup lines, status symbols, social media aesthetics. Say this, text that, act unavailable. But attraction has always been far more sophisticated than that. Older schools of thought viewed seduction as total self-mastery, not how to trick someone, but how to become magnetic, how to cultivate intelligence, humor, mystery, emotional control, presence, even scent. Because seduction wasn't just about making someone desire you, it was about becoming unforgettable. And strangely, one of the most powerful lessons comes from a simple psychological truth. People don't remember what you said, they remember how they felt around you. The emotional association principle. Here's one of the most powerful principles in attraction psychology. Humans emotionally attach meaning to people. If every time someone sees you, they feel stress, they begin to associate you with stress. If they feel judged, you become judgment. But if they laugh harder around you than anywhere else, if they feel lighter, more alive, safer, your presence becomes emotionally addictive. Psychologists call this emotional conditioning. Your brain builds associations, which means attraction isn't always about physical chemistry. Sometimes, it's emotional pattern recognition. The most magnetic people understand this instinctively. They don't chase attention. They create emotional experiences. Why confidence alone isn't enough. Modern culture worships confidence, but confidence alone doesn't create attraction. Arrogance can look like confidence. Performance can look like confidence. Even insecurity can wear confidence as a costume. Real attraction comes from emotional regulation, calmness, composure, the ability to remain psychologically grounded. Because human beings constantly read nervous systems, not words. A person who feels internally chaotic creates chaos. A person who feels emotionally centered creates safety. And safety is deeply attractive. The science of sensory memory. Attraction isn't just visual, it's sensory. Smell, voice, texture, timing, even silence. Neuroscience shows smell is directly linked to emotional memory. That's why one scent can instantly transport you years backward. The most unforgettable people don't just look appealing, they create multisensory emotional memory. The sound of their laugh, their pacing, their eye contact, their subtle uniqueness. Seduction at its highest level isn't performance, it's memory design. Why mystery works. Why is mystery attractive? Because uncertainty activates attention. The human brain hates incomplete information. This is called the Zeigarnik effect. We obsess over unfinished patterns, unanswered questions, ambiguity. Mystery creates psychological tension, and tension creates focus. But real mystery isn't pretending to be unavailable. It's depth, complexity, a sense that there's more beneath the surface. The dark side of seduction. Of course, everything powerful has a shadow. Emotional influence can become manipulation. Charm can become control. Mystery can become emotional withholding. That's where seduction becomes dangerous, because true charisma creates freedom. Manipulation creates dependency. They can look similar from the outside, but psychologically, they are opposites. Maybe attraction was never about beauty. Maybe beauty is just the easiest thing to notice. But what people truly remember is how you changed their emotional state, how safe they felt, how alive they felt, how seen they felt. The most magnetic people were never just attractive, they were experiences. And perhaps that's the oldest secret of seduction. Human behavior is stranger, darker, and far more fascinating than most people realize. Every human behavior has a hidden psychology behind it, and we've only scratched the surface. Thanks for watching. Now I'm curious, what topic should we decode next? Drop your suggestion in the comments, and your idea might become the next deep dive.